Hey there, everybody. It's Atherburistan back here with some more Timberborn. Yeah, that's what it's called. In our last episode, we finished up this Badwater diversion, but I think that that was an overextension. That was basically all of our wood, and so now we have to step very carefully and figure out how to accomplish whatever we try to accomplish here without using a ton of wood. So great big projects are kind of off the table for this cycle, or at least most of it. We're just going to have to be a little more careful. That was too much wood. That basically sucked us dry, and now we're going to have problems. So I think the first thing we want to do is come out here and get some more of this wood here. Get access to all this, well, all of this. So this little bit of oak that's up here, it ain't much, but it's going to have to get us where we need to be somehow. So let's first get a road in here and a couple more lumberjack flags, like so, because I don't think these can reach a little bit of that wood. We got two builders. Now I'm just gonna let them build the new ones. I think that'll be better in the long term. And then I think what we'll do is we need more water retention. Obviously, we dried up at the end of that drought, and the next one could be longer. So I think our most efficient gain is going to be if we replace these two dam sections with floodgates, and we've got the research to do it. So as soon as the water starts flowing, well, I guess we can do that anytime, actually. We just don't want to do that during the drought because we'll lose any water that's being retained by the dam, but currently that number is 0. So we can we, no, we can't shift right, no, okay, that doesn't work. Oh, we got people on the other side of this too. Let's pause this. Why can I not? Can't be deleted. There is a structure on top. Oh, really? Hello? Can I? So then I can't select the path? Okay. See if this works. That works. Oh, but now we've got a beaver trapped over there. Crap. Okay. We're gonna have to make more of these. Actually, do we just need another bridge somewhere, maybe? Not yet. Okay, so a couple more of those. And a couple more pathways. Okay, that'll get us where we need to be. And then we need to go single floodgate. Like so. That will allow us to retain approximately 50% more water, which will be enough. Now let's see, we've got our water coming online, so we can unpause this guy. And just momentarily, that will start running. This poor guy is stranded until we get those 2 warehouses built. Sorry, bro. You just had bad timing, man. Stranded. Bummer. We've gotten up to 7 well-being, which means we're getting the longevity bonus. If we find this guy here, maybe? No, he's at -5 because he's pissed off. Oh, yeah, those guys are hungry. We don't want to click on them. At 7, we get plus 20% lifespan, which is good because that affects everyone who's currently alive as well. So we just need to try to press that a little bit. So I think our next, after we get this finished, our next goal will be a grill. That's going to be a little bit tough to afford, but oh, what do I do out here? Dang it. This is the one place that I haven't queued up for chopping. Okay, go get it. It says we have one unemployed, but you guys go. It says we have 4. Oh, whoops, what? Huh? Go build some stuff, dude. We don't have any trees for you to chop right now anyway. It looks like one row of trees died here. Let's get that cleaned out so it's not just sitting there looking ugly. Let's speed up a little bit. Speed 1 is way too slow. Can't play the game on speed 1. I don't. Alright, you're unstuck. Have a nice life, bro. There's one floodgate already done. Take it up to 0.85. Is it going to affect this one too? No, they're not considered adjacent if they're diagonal. Okay, that's good to know. So with that done and the bad water contained as it is, I think the next logical step would be some floodgates at the end here, which I don't think we even need more roads to accomplish, but we are going to need some kind of a bridge. So back to the small warehouses. We'll do 3 like that. That'll get us a little bit more wood as well, so I guess we actually do need more roads. Hello? Oh. Genius. Something like that. How many builders? We have 3 builders. Looks like we're going to need some kind of food storage out here and probably water storage. Speaking of water storage, we need to store some water. Actually, like, or maybe we don't need to store it, but we probably should do a little bit anyway. So I think we'll do one small water storage here and one small warehouse here, which we will actually use as a warehouse for once. So let's make this carrots and we'll put it on obtain, and we'll make this water and we'll put it on obtain. And that way the people that are working out in this area will have access to some faster food instead of having to run all the way back over here. Kind of means we need some haulers now. I'm honestly not sure if we can afford that, but maybe we just have to do it. Maybe right here. That's a good place for a hauling post. What does that cost us? 20 logs? Ooh, yikes. That is pricey. I don't think we need these anymore. All of this can be harvested from below. What is the range on you? Not enough. Okay, we still have 3 builders. Let's see what... Yeah, if we put some here, we can get all that wood in real quick. That's a nice little shot in the arm. Our well-being is down to 3. A bunch of people are thirsty. Now it's down to 2. It went up to 5. It's not a very good indicator, apparently. No, it just shows you the average. So if you got a bunch of people who are hungry, it goes way down. And now we're back up to 6, now that everyone has eaten. And what is wrong with you? Requires haulers. Yeah. We're working on that, bud. That's going to take most of our wood and a good portion of our planks. Now, we do have some trees. Let's go ahead and unpause one of these. Oh, we've got a couple of oak trees out here, too. Where are you at? 90. 47. That one's going to be a minute. We'll let them get that built, and then we'll turn on one of these lumberjack flags out here. Oh, right, we need a grill for potatoes. Derp. Okay, let's also queue that up. 25 logs. Yikes. Okay, we'll put that right there. What's going on here? 17, almost there. We don't have enough beavers to make all of this happen, unfortunately. But these guys look like they're just about done, huh? They're just chilling? Yeah, okay. Pause. We got all the lumber we can get out there for the moment. Let's unpause one of these. Because that's 16 logs. That's actually pretty significant. How are we doing over here? Halfway there. Living on a prayer. Fricka fracka frya cracka bish boom ba. Bugs bunny, rah rah rah. How many? Oh, we don't have any builders. Okay, we're going to lower this to just 1. We'll make it a low priority. We'll make this 2 and the lowest priority. Why? Okay, there we go. Now we should have 1 builder. Yeah, that'll work. Because we will be pausing this shortly. You got nothing to do. We'll pause you. Yeah, get some wood in, boys. This whole area is all greened up, so if we can retain water here, we can actually grow stuff over here, potentially. Although, that would require a new building, which would be a little bit of a stretch for our already thin labor. The question is, yeah, these are full, so now I think we can pause the hauler, just for a little while anyway. We're going to have industry out here. That's why I'm thinking long-term food and water storage. Like, this is, I want to get this metal scrap. Not quite yet, because we need a gear workshop first. That'll be our next project after we get some floodgates in over here, which we cannot afford at the moment. Let this guy pick up the rest of his wood. That is all. You're fired. Get our grill built. That'll be good for our well-being. How are you doing out here? 19 potatoes stored. Probably don't need a raw potato storage because I think this will hold 50. But we might need a cooked potato storage. Let's see, we'll do grilled taters. Oh, we've got someone unemployed. They're almost done out here. That didn't take long. That was just a small distraction. How are we doing over here? Yeah, we are hurting pretty bad for wood. Well, I don't know. That's going to be a little bit rough. We could unlock platforms and maybe stop doing this, because I don't like the icons. Like, that is really annoying. But I don't know what else to do. We still can't really afford anything better. Pause those guys. That gives us 3 unemployed beavers. I was talking about population growth in the last episode, but honestly, what are we going to do with any of that population? Let's get ourselves a gear workshop. And if we get enough gears built up, then we can maybe do some solar or some wind power, I mean. Yes, gimme. That's going to take how much? 15 logs? 25 planks. We've got the planks. Now let's actually plant some more trees out here too. Something like that. It's not much, but it all matters. Now. We can also potentially plant down here. So I don't think we're going to put another industrial building there, so let's maybe do some oak trees here. I think we might still do some more industry. Like, we're probably going to need a large plank storage over here at some point. I want to put contamination barriers across here eventually, so all of this will be good land. Got one tree we can bring in out here. Yeah, we're down. We're counting individual trees at this point. It's pretty sad. There's our grill online. Great. Making taters. Oh my goodness, already 20, already 81 in storage. That's you look away for a second. These beavers are industrious. 82. We need for this to start coming in. Once that hits, it's going to be huge. And then I think we'll keep the birch going until the oaks start to grow, which is going to be a while. So we'll just keep the quick wood cycling. How far can you reach? You can reach all of this. Let's do more there. I think we will put like a large storage back here for planks, probably. We can change this to gears, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Gears go in warehouses. I'm going to put it here. Oh no, 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 no. That's not what I want to do. I want to do a large pile for planks. Yeah. That's what I want to do. Large pile for planks, and then once that's done, we'll change this to gears. Oh, or we won't because it doesn't actually have the... Yeah, okay. We'll get rid of that and we'll put one in that can take gears. What are you doing? You're just hanging out. Let's get you out of there. Now, maybe we want to up the haulers to 2. Oh, because it's paused. Derp. 2 builders. We probably want to up this back to 4. Because that doesn't actually affect anything. That's our last... That's why we had unemployed beavers just now, because... Yeah, perfect. Nobody is actually doing that, which is kind of what we want. Oh, we got another tree out here. Drought started. Okay, let's take that up to the maximum. Unfortunately, we did not get our floodgates in time. Pause and pause. We did manage to get 5 gears made, so that's good. Not having logs is really bad. This was definitely an overextension of our resources. Not that I think it was a bad idea, just came a little too early, I think. Yeah, because we are really wrecked for wood now. Our next big project needs to be getting out here and making some kind of a reservoir. But that is a moment away. We need to get... When these pine trees start coming in, which might not be even... It's only a 4-day drought. This is going to be a short episode. Either that or we need to go a second drought cycle. We got to think, too, by as early as the 3rd drought, we could have bad tide. And if we have a bad tide rip through here, we are screwed. So we need some kind of bad tide diversion for this water source too. Bad water diversion is what I mean to say. Ideally, we would dynamite this little lip out here and put fill gates in there, but that is, or fill valves, I think they're called now. That would be a monumental task to get done by the next drought cycle. I think what we're going to have to do is pray. Yeah, I think that's our official strategy. We're just going to pray that we don't get bad tide next cycle. Because I think we can probably get something done before, like if we can divert off of this edge maybe. So we just need to build levees here. I think we'll come all the way across like this so we can kind of get a slightly larger levee for roughly the same amount of resources. No potatoes. Okay, so we're going to pause you, I think. You're not actually doing anything for us. Is this not getting built? We have no logs. It's a sad time. Well, I mean, the advantage of having no logs is that we're not doing anything and we can just speed through the gameplay. So maybe we will do 2 drought cycles in this episode because we are basically halfway through the drought cycle and not even halfway through the episode by any stretch of the imagination. So maybe we'll do 2. If we can keep this pace up, that should work. As soon as I pause the game and talk about something, it's going to fall apart, but we'll see how it goes. 74%. We got 3 days left Yeah, so right about the end of the drought, we can actually start doing something. Well, see you guys in the next episode. Nothing happened in this one. Have a nice day. I don't like speed 3, but I think we will just jack it up to speed 3 and let it rip. Okay, this is going to be planks. This is going to be garbage. We'll do a small warehouse in its place. And that can be gears. Ten logs. Got a couple of logs. We can really not do anything with 10 logs though. Oh, but here we go. We got trees growing. Fantastic. Let's take it back down to speed 2 so that I can let it run while we put in some things. Unfortunately, we don't have any planks, and we won't have any planks, and we didn't get enough gears to unlock a windmill. Oh, we need planks for that, not gears. Why was I thinking that took a bunch of gears? But we will unlock it, because that is going to be our next step. We're going to come here. Get rid of these guys, because they're not doing anyone any good anymore. And we can put a windmill here. Potential of 150. We kind of need 2 of these then. But for now we've got 1. So that's what we'll do. I hope that's not a terrible mistake. Still got trees growing. Okay, probably not a terrible mistake. So we need these floodgates in before the next drought cycle. We obviously missed this one by a mile. Yeah, I think these birch trees were a good idea. In fact, I kind of wish I had more of them, but where would I put them? Because if we did that, then we wouldn't have any pine growing. Basically 2 days out from the pine influx. The pine injection. Oh, there are a lot of bad jokes waiting to be made there. Let us not go there, friends. $17 and $7. Yeah, well, we can manage the logs. We'll unpause, we'll pause one of these guys because there's not enough wood coming up to keep them busy. Got a couple more trees out here that are going to grow up here, 90%. That's going to be a minute though. All in all, I would say things are going well. We just really don't have any wood. Pause you. What we are doing well on is research. We can basically unlock everything we could ever want as we need it. And it wouldn't really hurt us. We just got 1 more day. Let's speed up. If we're going to try to make 2 cycles in 1 episode, we're going to have to go a little faster, I think. But like I said, it would be a pretty boring episode if we don't. Just need our power to come back online. There's trees. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just short a crap ton of planks. That means we're actually stockpiling logs again, so that's good. Let's unpause you. Just because maybe that's not a good idea, but we do have a bunch of unemployed people who aren't doing anything, so we might as well. Drought ended. Alright, we'll slow down there. And we'll unpause plank production. We will very soon. And we have it's quite a bit of water. Of course, it was a very short drought cycle, so we might want to think, actually, I think one pump is enough. We get 3 every hour, so he should be producing 60 per day. That should be enough for about 20 beavers. And we do have now just a little bit of storage, so probably we're okay there. Let's see if we put this down to like 0.85. Yeah, it was just starting to flood our crops. Oops. You gonna work? Floodwaters are receding, kinda. Yeah, there we go. Okay, beautiful. Let's pause this. And let's put in our floodgates instead. Oh. That's okay. We'll put in 2 floodgates and a levee. And that should be fine. Oh, we got trees. We got trees. Alright. The drought is over. The wood drought is over. Well, the water drought is over too. What is it going to cost to make contamination barriers? 5 planks and 1 metal. So we do need to get some metal online. What is that going to take us? A smelter. 30 scrap metal, 20 gears, 50 planks. That is expensive. And we're going to need more power because we want to put that up here. We're going to need another windmill or 2. How much horsepower does that require? 200, which is, I think, theoretically, no, we need 2 of these. Okay. 300 research, we have that. That is 4 wide. That does not give us enough room for windmills unless we put it here. Okay. We have a plan, a rough plan moving forward. We need to secure metal. Let's turn our gear workshop back on. We're going to need a bunch of those. Thirsty. Dehydrated. We have water. Go drink. What about you? Injured. Oh no. Medical beds. Yeah, let's get one. And while we're at it, let's get one of these things too, a tooth grindstone. We haven't had any chipped teeth that I've noticed yet, but oh, maybe this guy actually has chipped teeth. Yeah, okay, let's get those built for them. Now, this is an example of what I'm saying, of like trying to build everything at once. We've got a windmill going, and we've got this floodgate system going, and now we've got some well-being stuff going, and now none of it's going to happen efficiently. And we don't actually have any builders. That's a problem as well. So let's start pausing some things. What do we pause? He's full. We'll pause the haulers. We just need someone else, anything else. What is that going to be? Let's pause our forester for a minute. He can go and build on stuff. This guy looks like he's just standing around. Oh, he's full. Yeah, okay, you go be a builder too. That should get us some things done. Let's go faster. We've got enough stuff queued up that it's going to take us a minute to get caught up. Now we probably should think about one more house, because we're stretched pretty thin on labor here. We're pausing and unpausing things that actually need to stay working. There we go. We can put these up to, well, then we'll have to worry about that yet. It is already day 3 of this cycle, which means we're going to probably get the drought warning in the morning. But I think we have what we need done. Why aren't these getting built? Okay. What's happening? It's just slow. It's already getting used. Now, my question is, why is this dude hanging out here when there's a project to build right there? We got one, maybe only one person can work on it? Is that a thing? If we look it up here, it doesn't say that only one person can work on it. Alright, let's get our windmill unpaused, because we are just about to run out of water power. Oh, we got no logs. That's why nobody's working on anything. No problem. We can solve that. Alright, now we got our tooth grindstone done. It's beautiful. We need one more plank for this guy. Beautiful. Now we should have production most of the time between those two things. And we did not get a drought warning. That was day 4, just gone by there. Now we need to start thinking about what we do out here. We're going to need to unlock platforms, I'm pretty sure. If we do 2 floodgates right there, we'll need 2 platforms like that. And then we're kind of short on wood still. We do have a fair bit incoming. Two levees like that. Well, I guess realistically we need that's a lot. Ooh, that's a lot. Alright, one step at a time. We'll trap some more water back here with some floodgates first. Are you set to be... Need that to get harvested. pause this guy too, or else we're gonna hit another big slump with our wood. Oh, it's glorious. It's wonderful. Yeah, if we put 2 floodgates here, then we can just build this up in the front slowly over time. And then, of course, we'll have to do something back here as well. We'll put some more floodgates. It's not a perfect solution because we're going to end up with a lake of bad water potentially, or like partially polluted water. Not sure how I feel about that. $26 wood, 30 logs. All right, we're stockpiling. Bueno. All right, we're just gonna let them work on that for a minute. It is day 5, and we still have not gotten a flood warning. Oh, okay, there we go. Drought approaching. Well, that's the good news, is that it's a drought. Let's see if we build a road back there. We can start on this. Not right away. This is all built. Almost. Alright, let's think next steps. I think we do that next. That's going to be super expensive. That's going to wipe us out. But we do have to kind of push this a little bit, or else we're just not gonna make it, basically. Oh, wait. I did that wrong. It's actually very important, because they build in the order that you place in, and I did that backwards. So we need to place from here. So they build the far away one first. Yeah, oh, that's so much wood. We have quite a bit still growing, so I feel pretty good about it. But yeah. That doesn't have to be done until the next drought cycle, because we've done what we can do for this one, really. Although, if we could get it done by this... No, there's no way. There's no way. That's not happening. How many builders? We have only a single builder. That might be a good thing, because one builder can only wipe us out of wood so quickly. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Oh, you're full. Go be a builder. Wipe us out of wood more quickly. We got some wood up here. That's actually really good. Oh, and another one out here. So we're actually looking pretty good on wood now, finally. Oh, we got beavers dying of old age. 1, 2, 3 down. We have babies in their place, but that's a 6-day lag for them to grow up, so we're going to be hurting on labor for a couple of days here. We're back down to 1 builder. How are we doing on gears? We're almost full. So let's just pause that dude. He went to go eat anyway. Excuse me. It is allergy season, but fortunately the allergies are not too bad right now. I've just got a small sniffle, which I'm doing my best to control for you all. I do listen back to my own videos, and I absolutely notice the constant sniffling and snarfling. And there's only so much I can do about it. Now, let's up our floodgates again. Oh, they are. Let's go full. All the way up. How many? 6 days? We should have plenty of water for a 6-day flood, I think. Or 6-day drought. I mean, we do need to start thinking about some water storage. We are going to start running into longer droughts, and that's going to be a little bit of an issue. I am aware of this. In fact, well, I want to work on this. Because actually, if we get this done, then we're back to a point where we don't need to worry so much about water storage. And that is coming along, although we are out of wood. And once we run out of wood this time, like this is... Oh, actually, that is pretty far along. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit of a cycle going. Love it. How are we doing out here? 60%. All right, all right, all right. The wood is doing okay. It's a beautiful thing. We've got access to all of this too, so we can build this way if we need to. That works out very well. $77%. I imagine that's how beavers talk. Probably because of the old Looney Tunes beaver. Because that was his preferred. The whistle. We spent a whole season on my fishing boat that I worked on trying to teach ourselves to do that little whistle. I don't know why, but we did. Now we're starting to wind down on these trees just a little bit. So let's unpause this dude. That's some good wood out there. It's a lot of running. Probably we would save ourselves some time here if I were to build a wood storage, but I'm not going to. Let's see, our forester ain't doing nothing. Let's have him go and do some work. This is slowly but surely getting built. Now before we fill in this gap, we need to put in our floodgates, or else we're not going to be able to reach. So let's queue those up. 1, 2 floodgates. I would like to get this done this episode, but I'm not even sure that's going to happen. This guy's done. We'll unpause this one instead. That's another 16 logs. Pretty good. Oh yeah, they're starting to build from this side. That's fantastic. This dude was idle, so let's unpause him. Yeah, we wiped out our trees here. How are we doing though? Let's see. 97. Alright, so tomorrow we should have more wood. That is excellent. So maybe we think about switching this over to oak trees. I think we'll wait until these oak trees down here start coming in, which is another like 8 or 9 days. The next drought cycle we'll stop growing birch altogether. We'll make those oak trees, and then we should have a pretty sustainable wood economy, I think, hopefully. Alright, that's done. So let's close this off. That's all we need. That's what we need to get done. We need 5 more levees in a day and a half. And I think that will put us in a very good place in terms of our water storage. And if the game seems kind of slow and tedious, that is intentional on my part. I'm intentionally not cutting out. Because what will happen in most YouTube videos is you'll come back and they'll be like, okay, we got that done. And it'll have been like 2 drought cycles. And it's like, well, what actually happened during those 2 drought cycles? You, the viewers, are left not knowing any of that. There may come time later in the playthrough. Now, we need to focus our attention. Remember, we have the primary goal of unlocking the Iron Teeth, and we are about halfway. We need to come up with a few more points. I think I would, at the very least, like to get a bad water diversion in place here, because at that point the map is sustainable. Like, when you have a solution to this bad water and this bad water, the map then becomes sustainable, and you can essentially just play it as long as you want or quit anytime that you want. So I think we'll make that a secondary goal. We want to unlock the Iron Teeth and then get to a point where the map is sustainable. So we'll need to get some kind of floodgates on this back side here. Drought is over. We did not quite get this done, but that is okay. That only has to be done by the next drought cycle. So I think we'll call the episode there. We're making good progress, although it might seem a little slow. But we actually did accomplish quite a bit in this episode. We got these sets of floodgates in here, which makes our water storage situation much more tenable. And we also got our backup power, so that might seem kind of small, but that is going to have a huge impact. Let's unpause him. Unpause him before I forget, because we're now got a fair few trees that he needs to come and replant. How are we doing here? 77%. Not bad, not bad. And we have no empty beds now. We've just got 2 beavers that need to grow up. In fact, how old are they? Not very. They're only 37%, so it's going to be a hot minute before we're back up to a full workforce. But we're doing okay on labor, I think. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, have a wonderful day, and make sure you leave me a like.